Welcome to Required Taste Podcast. We are back. It's your boy Dirty D.
It's your boy Tech Daddy.
We're going down.
I feel like there's like either a Fall Out Boy reference there or
Not just flying.
Okay.
It was in my head. It was between that or I was going to do a very long and protracted. Well, it's 208, and
our current airspeed is 800 miles per hour.
and I didn't.
We're
think
currently flying over.
I didn't think I could do it without chuckling.
A little bit of turbulence coming up here.
And oh my god, what's on that wing?
Current cabin temperature is.
Oh, I just figured out the icebreaker.
All right, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Let's do the intro first. All right, thanks for Working Classmates Podcast. We're back again. If you're new to the podcast, we appreciate giving us a listen to. Please give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow on whatever you're doing or listening to us on. We appreciate it. We actually have 2 new followers, so shout out to the new followers. If you're a new person listening to us, we do, of course, appreciate it. If you're a returning listener, of course, we appreciate sticking with us for all these years. We've got 4 years in the game. And we're still in my hot ass attic. So we actually do have some new stuff to put up in the walls there. So next episode, you're going to see a new layout up here a little bit. Prepare yourselves for that. So thank you all for sticking with us all these years. Again, we're going to keep it posted on when we're doing a party. And we're going to talk about that. As per usual, though, you get some forehead kisses. There we go. It's been a while since we've done that. I forgot last time, so that was on me.
It was the happiest recording day of my life.
Yeah, you'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. Anyways, if you're catching us today, we're actually recording on Memorial Day. So thankfully, we all had the day off. But let's not forget, of course. I mean, obviously, people are out there grilling, chilling, hanging out, and I hope you all are safe with your families and friends. But of course, we got to remember the actual reason for this. Obviously, Memorial Day is for the sacrifice, to honor the sacrifices of the brave men and women of our military that have sacrificed the ultimate price for our freedom. So, of course, we, of course, thank you here at Required Taste Podcast. It's very, very, very important to remember why we have this day off. It's not just a day for hanging out with your friends. It's not the, day of official first day of summer. It's actually really important.
Or the Indy 500 or grilling.
Or all the other things that people do today. So yeah, it's important to remember the base of it also. Thanks for the families that are still around, and of course, thanks you for the veterans that are still serving, that did serve, that made it back. We're happy to have you back. And for those that are still serving, please be safe. These times are not easy, and it's tumultuous out there. It's, every other day we're living is like some life-changing, earth-shattering, world-changing event that we're living through. And those in the military are going to be on the front lines of some of those decisions. So, y'all be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Now back to our fun stuff.
Yeah, shout out to the guy at the gym today who's throwing up in the shower. I know he was having a real good weekend.
Jeez, man. I will say that because I usually only drink like 1 day a week now. And dude, I drank 2 days a week in a row, man. Ooh, yesterday I thought I might die. So.
Oh man,
it was rough.
It's so weird when you're in a shower, in a public, shower, and you hear somebody violently throwing up, like fighting for their life.
I feel like anything that was gonna follow when you're in a public shower, it's just automatically it's gonna be weird.
It's
sorry.
It's already weird
9 out of
there.
10 times it's not, but that one time it is, it's usually really, really weird.
It reminded me of like right after COVID, I went to the gym. I was itching to get back into the gym when I was still working out, heavily. And I was itching to go back to the gym. Like the first day the gym reopened during COVID, I think like that weekend, I went in to go. Like I went early, so it was like kind of like at off hours. And the first thing I see is like some old dude's balls, and I'm like, yep. We're back.
straight to jail.
And we're back. The gym is back. The world is healing.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, like it's been a really, really weird week. I was off Friday too. Thank you, Ben, for helping me out with all the things that we did. I'm doing construction on my home.
It was an adventure day.
That was, and that bitch Cinnamon.
Yeah, Cinnamon.
You angry woman.
Sounds like a stripper.
She was not.
No, she wasn't. She neither had the body nor the mindset nor the personality to be a stripper.
I'm not gonna say where we were.
Not me either.
But just know that that she was the most unpleasant part of that day.
Any hand job she has ever given has been all thumbs.
It's been all job, not much hand.
Yeah,
That's a grumpy woman.
Oh man, that was just I miserable people, man. Like I get it, dude. Work is not great, but still.
Shout out to Cinnamon. Listening, send us an email to quietastepodcast@gmail.com.
Please don't.
For what?
Please don't. I'm still waiting on my money to come back in my account. Like I have to go there for a refund on some shit. Like please don't. After I get my money back, then maybe we'll talk. But but no. But
Just
please
like,
don't.
what if somebody she knows listens?
That'd be
They're
funny.
like,
Like, yeah, that
know
bitch
these-
is miserable.
Yeah, we really don't need to throw in the workplace.
That's why we didn't.
For them to figure it out. That's how unpleasant this lady was. At least that particular day.
Oh, she was so miserable. So
That's-
miserable. Oh man. But yeah, like I've been doing construction on my house all weekend. So it was like it's been part of me like hanging out with my friends, partying, hanging out and shit. But like the rest of us have been manual labor for hours.
Mhm.
I want a home, they said. It'd be fun, they said.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the podcast. So we normally do start off with like some kind of icebreaker. We're kind of already doing it. So
Kind of.
I always forget to mention it in the beginning of the episode. Like, yeah, we do like 15 or 20 minutes of just straight up BS, and then we like actually get into the topic. So whoops, you're in it now. Oh man. But yeah, dude, like Memorial Weekend, like it's the Indy 5 happens, which I don't give a crap about. Like we live in Indiana. Like I know we're like a racing state, but
Yeah.
I don't participate in that. I like F1, but like
It's a drinking thing, and I don't, like.
yeah, oh yeah, it's an all day drinking thing.
So it's like, the race, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get it, experiencing something new, but probably like 2 hours there, and then
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
was at Brickyard 400 when my parents had to tell you, but I don't know, like 6 to 8,
Mhm.
somewhere in there. And that's all I need. I'm good.
Yeah,
Rest of
just
my
a
life.
little bit. Just check it out. Be like,
Yeah.
oh, this was cool.
I was at a Bulls game once when I was young. I was at a baseball game 3 times when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I was at a hockey game once as an adult.
There you go.
I'm good.
You're knocking out the
Yeah,
major
I'm set.
major life events.
Yeah.
I want to go to an F1 race, but they don't take all day. Like the
Yeah.
race itself is like the Canadian Grand Prix was same day as Indy 5. So I watched that, but it's 68 laps.
Yeah.
Cool. We're
They're
done.
going like super fast.
There you go. I think they top out like 240 miles per hour, something like that.
Jesus.
But there's turns and shit. Like it's not just one turn.
Right.
It's not one big circle.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
actual
Yeah.
track.
Waiting for an accident, something to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, like 68 laps, cool. Like I remember I got up to use the bathroom and get some because there's no commercials. So like I got up, grabbed something to drink, went to the bathroom, came back. I'm like, oh, I missed like 10 laps.
Yeah,
Whoops.
there's no time for commercials.
I will say the hockey game was probably one of the cooler experiences just for the fact that it was Blackhawks versus Red Wings,
Oh yeah, that's classic.
and I was in the 8th row.
Oh wow.
So but it was pre-dynasties. So it wasn't like their winning team.
that's
was,
okay.
This was in the early no, this was in the late 2000s when I
Yeah.
went to that last.
And that's okay though, man,
Yeah.
because I mean, like you're still seeing one of the one of the most legendary rivalries in sports.
Oh,
is
absolutely.
those guys. So I mean, that's still a cool game to
Yeah.
go to.
So it was fun. I did my thing, and now I don't ever have to do it again.
Well, I mean, we go to Sox games, but that's because like it's actually really fun being there,
Yeah.
and we just eat a lot. It's a good
Yeah,
time.
they got
Mhm.
a new food menu too now, so we have to.
Oh, I showed Ben. I
It's
showed
like
him.
starting all
Oh
over
yeah,
again.
yeah.
you
We
know?
did talk about that one
Yeah.
day. Yeah,
'Cause I keep
and,
looking at it.
yeah, and I've been to both of those. I've been to Wrigley, I've been to Kaminsky, and I know well enough. I'm gonna call it Kaminsky till I die.
As you should.
And so I've been to both of those, been to games of both of those,
Mhm.
and I've been to Soldier Field,
Okay.
and I've been to one football game. I did walk on Soldier Field for a field trip though.
That's cool. I never did that.
Yeah, so that was kind of neat.
Nice. I was riding my
so-
bikes in the city. I think last weekend. I went at like I don't know, like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Oh no, probably not 10. Probably about 9 o'clock at night. And I usually park by the Shed Aquarium.
Yeah.
And I'll just get on
Mhm.
Lakeshore Drive, and I'll kind of cut in through the city for a little bit because you can go by like Willis Tower and like downtown.
You
and,
should just call it the
you know,
Willis Tower.
He did after
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of
after
my
I was
house.
staying on my soapbox about Kaminsky.
Get the fuck out of my
Yeah.
house.
Rode past the Big Willie, did you?
Oh God, Big Willie style.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh no.
We just heard that song the other day too.
We did.
Oh, man.
We did. Just thinking. Well, so Ben was driving the other day. We were running some errands, and Ben always has his radio off when I'm in the car,
Yeah.
except for Friday. Billy Willie style did come on.
I just let my DJ go. I get tired of trying to make it do what I want it to do.
Yeah.
And then Will Smith came out like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I always wonder what Ben listened to in the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
And then me and Aaron slapped John when we saw him in downtown Valpo.
Yeah, we were driving to Valpo. We were going to the new range. Well, not new, old range, new owner.
Yeah.
And we were driving like, is that motherfucker? We at the same
Both
time.
of us, same
like,
time.
Is that John? John.
Oh, God.
Scared the hell out of everybody
That's
when we
hilarious.
yelled because it was me. It was me and Aaron yelling of all people. Just
Yes.
Everybody was like, oh.
uh-huh. That boy owes them money.
Yeah,
You some bitch.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was nice to see him.
Yeah, no, I went to go park by Shed Aquarium, and the traffic was insane about a mile up to getting to the exit on Lakeshore Drive because I was unaware Bruno Mars was playing Soldier Field.
Oh,
So, yeah, it was just fucking insane.
yeah.
Couldn't park there, obviously.
hmm
Had to, park somewhere in the city. But we rode by. It was cool. Got to hear the music
Yeah.
from outside. But
Soldier Field gets pretty loud.
I've never seen that many cars, aside from when the Bears were playing, when
Sure.
they got up, when they were doing really well last year.
Mhm.
I was going to a show around that time. Other than that, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That was
Well, the
that was
traffic,
insane.
because it's at that choke point right there. Like getting on LSD from anywhere over there, because you got to pass by like McCormick and then it's Soldier Field. Like that whole area right there is just waiting for a traffic jam.
Yeah, but it was just weird because, like I said, it was 9:00 at night, and I was like, "What the fuck is like? There must be an accident."
Yeah. Nope. Just this Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Which, by the way, speaking of you calling the Sears Tower wrong, I know we're gonna get comments about that. Like, I know we're gonna have a comment about that, at least by somebody.
Yeah.
So,
I don't even like Chicago, and I got opinions.
I love Chicago, and I have opinions.
yeah, that one slipped out. It's weird because like
The Willie slipped out. Continue.
Yes.
just recently I took it was the night me and Chaz drove around. I used to live probably within half a mile of Sears Tower in it's a little Italy neighborhood. So it's like there's a school there called Galileo. But if you get off on Taylor and you take Taylor down, you'll get to Polk Street. It's right where like Mario's Lemonade is, and they do like Italian ice and things like that.
Sure.
The whole neighborhood is just super fucking Italian. My mom used to work at Fontano's, the place that was right there. The school was like all Latin and Italian kids that I went to, which was also insane. Because I'm fucking Latin and Italian, But everything was exactly the same in the neighborhood. Like nothing changed. Like,
cool.
But there's a picture my mom just showed recently because I didn't even realize how close we lived, like to downtown in the city when I was a kid. I was just too young to appreciate it,
Yeah.
But when I drove there, I was like, the fucking Sears Tower is right there. Like we could have seen it from our fucking window in the house. Like what the heck? Why did we leave here? This neighborhood is awesome. Like
Yeah,
it
the
was,
neighborhood is really nice,
know?
actually. I like it out there a lot.
and I
So
called
much
my
good
mom.
food.
I was like, why did we fucking leave here again? She's like, oh, yeah, we got your dad, we got evicted. I was like, this son of a bitch.
Reason number 150 why you call your dad that.
You old cocksucker. I'll call him a cocksucker, and now he's like, why you always call me a cocksucker?
Because you used to call everybody else a cocksucker. What are you talking about? God, dementia's so bad. Dementia's such an asshole. Man, jeez. Again, it always freaks me out when your dad is nice to me. Like, I don't trust it. I really don't.
It's hilarious.
It's fucking weird, man.
Because one day he's going to sneak in a jab in on you,
There it is.
and you're going to be like, I fucking knew
There it is.
Fuck you, you old cocksucker.
The last time I was that close to the Sears Tower, I did the skydeck thing.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I've never done that.
Yeah, that was. I mean, technically, I didn't either. I just kind of looked over, like I'm good.
Yeah.
And I see who builds these fucking things.
Yeah.
And I just kind of peered over into it, like, all right,
Yep.
I don't need to stand on this.
It reminded me, like, so this was this Valentine's? Yeah, this was Valentine's Day last year. I got us a hotel in the city. Me and Jess were out there doing like some dinner, and I was doing some shit for Valentine's Day. I mean,
Sure.
doing big things before I got laid off, and so we went to the one of my favorite. We went to Berkshire Room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude, gotta go. Like,
Yeah.
must stop. For those in the city or in the area, if you've never been to Berkshire Room, go there, get a cocktail. Make a reservation though, because it gets pretty busy. Not the point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we didn't make a reservation. We're sitting there waiting for a spot to open up, and we made friends with this other couple that was there, doing the same shit. And they ended up inviting us to sit with them. So we met these new couple. They were pretty cool. And we were in the middle of talking. And then Jess blurts out Willis Tower. And like it's like a record skip. Middle of downtown Chicago. She calls it Willis Tower. I just heard a pin drop. And I just looked at her. Like, you're embarrassing me in front of these strangers. They are so nice. They're such nice people. Why would you do me like this?
We have to leave.
Yeah, we got. I'm sorry about her. We gotta go. We gotta go. I'm gonna make fun of her about that later.
Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think just the more you're in the city, you get used to just seeing all the signs and other people saying it, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I do hate to bring this up since we're already recording and live and whatnot, but does anybody think that we should turn off the air mover? Because every time DJ talks, I can hear that thing.
We could probably point it in a different direction.
We've been normally fine with it, though. I think
Okay.
we had this before, right?
I was
We've talked about this.
Once in a while when John sits there, it sounds like he's calling in. And it's because of
Like he's in a car.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, yeah.
Kinda.
I mean, because it is pointed towards me, but it's pointed up. But maybe
Right.
if we point it a
I
little
was
bit,
up to you guys. I just know I hear it most with you.
I'll move it. Let's see how it sounds.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm not going to pause recording, so I'm just going to mute you.
So
Did you add that yet?
here,
Oh, no, I didn't actually.
Damn it!
me and Aaron will do the icebreaker real quick, just so we have something to talk about.
There we go.
So if you got sucked into the Bermuda Triangle and it was actually a wormhole,
Yeah.
you're on a plane though,
Okay.
a commercial plane.
Okay.
What person are you hoping that you get stuck in this wormhole with for all eternity?
Like alive or dead?
Yeah, let's do alive or dead.
Okay.
What person is gonna?
Man, that's a really big question. Damn it, I really read for that. I'm gonna just off the cuff. I will say Anthony Bourdain.
Okay,
I'll go with that.
okay.
I feel like he's entertaining enough that for all eternity, I at least can speak with him.
Okay.
All right, Deej, you back on now? How you feeling?
Good. What was the question?
If the Bermuda Triangle were real and it was like a wormhole sucking stuff up, right? And you're on this commercial plane, normal plane, all right, Spirit before it got destroyed.
It would be Spirit, yes. It'd have to be.
Who is your dream neighbor, passenger wise? Like, you're gonna go in this wormhole for, let's say, eternity.
You just got to sit next to this person.
Twilight Zone kind of stuff.
On an airplane.
Yeah, like who is the person you would want?
Anthony Bourdain is an excellent answer.
Thank you.
That's top tier. Probably, I don't know, Mitch Hedberg. I feel like that'd be awesome.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like that would never get boring.
It's good. I
Any
like that.
situation, like
I
they bring
don't
up peanuts
know.
and he would just have an awesome joke, and I'd be like, "Fuck it, classic."
I don't know.
Like
I want to say that would never get boring. I hope it
might,
wouldn't.
yeah, but after like
I don't know.
the first 6 days, I'm like, "All right, Mitch, you
Say
gotta like just
say-
don't
say-
say anything next time."
or say a second sentence.
I need
And,
something more out of you.
Oh my lord, no, because that's good on
That's a good one.
face value. That's good. He was funny.
That's a
Good
good
because
one.
it's also mild conversation in case I don't want to hear that much at all. You know what I mean? Or he might just die of a fucking, or he fall asleep doing heroin again.
Yeah, is that what got him?
I believe so.
I knew it was drugs.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what.
Mhm.
Mine is gonna be, and it would probably backfire 6 weeks in, but I don't care. Like 1994 Jim Carrey.
Okay.
Oh.
I can see that being fun for a bit. But
Yeah,
That's
But-
6 weeks. That's
but given the fact that I never got tired of it back then, I'm gonna say I want to be entertained.
So what had he done by 94?
Oh, that was Ace Ventura,
Ace
Dumb and
Ventura,
Dumber,
but
The
he hadn't
Mask.
done. He did the mask too. Okay, so that's
94 was Jim Carrey's year,
Yeah.
or it was the year
Yeah.
of Jim Carrey.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best way to say it too.
Yeah.
That man was
It was-
a very busy man.
Yeah, as far as people making me laugh, it'd be between him and Robin Williams, but Jim Carrey, I just Robin Williams out for me personally.
I feel like
Sure.
Robin. Well, neither of them would be able to sit still.
Oh yeah, no, man.
Yeah, but
A lot of movement.
yeah, I don't know. Jim Carrey's got a lot of other talent, so the shit he can do with his face and whatnot, and also this is also 94 Jim Carrey is after In Living Color and all that.
Right.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, when you said 94 Jim Carrey, my first thought was like In Living Color. He was just on the tail end of that part of his career.
So you're sitting there with everybody he can do an impression of. Again, the stuff with his face. Fire Marshal Bill, that weird Eastern European woman that he would play from time to time on In Living Color,
Yeah.
and then Lloyd Christmas, Ace Ventura.
That's
good.
like the starting of a joke. Like fucking Anthony Bourdain, Mitch Hedberg, and Ace Ventura are sitting on an airplane, which I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
at all. That'd be kind of cool. At the
Yeah.
same
Cool.
time.
Yeah, well, with Bourdain, because like I feel like I have a similar outlook to him. So like as far as like traveling, experiencing the world as he did.
A lot of wisdom you get out of that.
Because I travel, when I do travel, I travel like kind of like in his path. Like I listen to the locals, I find the
Yeah,
locals, like
absolutely.
the local way to do things, and just like how many places he's been, how many things he's done. I don't think I would ever get bored of hearing
Yeah.
his stories.
Mhm.
My backup would probably be George Lucas now, and just so I could yell at him for eternity. Why'd you sell it,
Ben
George?
just stared
Why'd
at
you
him the
do
whole
it?
time. For the first year, it's just you like not even saying anything, just fucking building up hate.
His beard just starts moving.
Ben doesn't take any of the snacks. There's no drinks. He just stares at fucking George Lucas for a whole fucking year. And then it'll be
getting
like
better.
3 in the
That's okay.
morning, like when George Lucas is sleeping. That's when Ben's gonna explode.
Why?
Oh shit.
You're not wrong.
Oh, that's good.
That would be an awesome flight, though. Like
That's
if we
good.
were like that's eternity, whatever. We're stuck on this plane with them. I'm like, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what's gonna happen
Oh,
day
yeah.
by day. You know.
Yeah, that's
I say George Lucas is going to be directing a movie with Jim Carrey, Anthony Bourdain, and Mitch Hedberg,
There's turbulence and Jim Carrey starts overacting all over the place.
or acting.
or just yeah.
I say that with respect because I love the man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But
Jeez, man.
so yeah,
Oh, man.
there we go.
There we go. All right, so Deej, man, what's going on today, dude?
Oh yeah. Today we are going to talk about Flight 19.
Like you forgot you were here.
Huh?
You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. My face hurt from laughing. Stretch that back down. Yeah, today we're going to talk about Flight 19. I just learned about this recently, which was actually really cool, but I thought it was pretty interesting. Hold on one second.
The
I
time
just
is 2:30.
Yeah,
We're
I
flying
just
into-
fucking had my notes pulled up and then
We're
it closed
flying
down.
into Key West. Local temperature is 85. I'm not done.
Yeah, I would have to. Need to, well, in the middle of my remodel, I need to like remodel a vent up here or something like that, man. I'm
Yeah.
fucking getting sweaty.
I had them up and then they just like, I scrolled up and it just closed. So I had to reopen it again.
Jeez.
December 5th, 1945, 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers departed from Fort Lauderdale on a routine training run. They called it Flight 19 because this was a crew. This was the 19th mission that they were doing. I'm sorry, not fucking mission. God damn it, I got to start over again.
Well,
Bullshit.
wasn't it the 19th mission of the day?
Yeah, it was the 19th
Yeah.
flight of the day. That's what it was. I guess mission.
That
you would
is
call it.
still considered a mission.
Yeah. It was the 19th flight of the day. This was a routine training mission that they've done hundreds of times with many different crews. And like I said, this was 5 different planes, and basically they were going to fly like a kind of a triangle pattern. And the object of this was going to be this particular crew's like final tests. You know what I mean? So they were going to fly out. They were supposed to navigate over open seas, which is a lot harder because there's no landmarks or
Yeah, it's
anything
nothing.
to distinguish
Just the
anything
sun.
like that.
Right. Or moon.
So, so this was a good way of just navigating. And this is 1945. This is kind of way before a lot of the I don't know too much about navigation now, but I imagine back then they had way less. And basically, your standard way of telling where you would go was by what time it is, a compass, which direction you're going, and how fast you're traveling.
Well,
Right.
it's what direction you're going and for how long.
Right.
yeah,
that's
it.
where the watch comes
Yeah,
in.
but by
Right.
a watch too. That's also another thing. Most pilots would also carry another like a stopwatch on them and a pocket watch. Like have all these extra measures just to double check of what time it was. And basically, if you had all of those elements, you could roughly tell where you're going to be and how long it's going to take you to get there. So on this mission, these planes were gonna be on this course and take turns leading. So they would have 2 pilots that were going to be running front and the rear. and they were going to be guiding the other, plane. So they would fly a little bit. The next plane would go ahead and navigate. The other guy would take turns. If anybody gets lost, the two main guys were going to basically bring them back in. I'll go over the names too, because this story isn't really that long, and there's a lot of people involved in this flight. So I kind of just want to stick to the main characters.
When they're real people, DJ, they're not characters.
Just so the listener knows, these dudes have been arguing since like 9 this morning. You do not want to see our group chat.
Yeah.
I've been arguing with DJ since I met him.
Facts.
It's been a 17-year argument.
Honestly, though.
So the flight leaders.
Me and DJ were the original. What's your name?
What's your name?
We're just at a party staring at each other. I'm like, who the fuck is that guy?
It's funny. I actually built a fire Saturday night, and Jess was in the house yelling at me across the yard. So yes, we did recently have this incident.
Excellent.
So the flight leaders were Lieutenant Charles Carroll Taylor, George Devlin, and Walter R. Parpart. Taylor's kind of the main guy. A little bit going into this before this flight. Taylor kind of had some bad vibes before this flight.
Mhm.
He had kind of went up to some of, what actually, we talked about this before. This actually wasn't his superiors. He actually, I believe you said, was ranked higher than them.
Well,
not ranked. He was ranked lower than them.
Lower, but he was in charge of the flight.
Yeah, because he had a better record.
Yeah,
as
he
far
was,
as
he was
flying.
a training officer. He had, I think, 2,500 hours of flight time, and all of these guys had roughly 300 hours each.
Yeah.
All right, so my understanding is he's the guy that's in charge of the training.
Yeah, and basically, like they defer to that whoever has the most experience in these flights, not based on higher rank. Yeah. And the weird part is, I believe it's supposed to be like, even if the pilot himself, the guy in charge, is like, I don't have a good feeling about this. This shouldn't happen. They don't do the mission.
Mm.
But on this day, they did. Because
I think it really depends on what's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of elements that go into that.
Yeah,
this one being that, like I said, this was this training classes.
If you were a little bit queasy, I'm sorry, we're still firebombing Tokyo. It's still going to happen. Just take an extra bag with you.
So Taylor had basically went to his superiors, was like, hey, I got a bad feeling about this fucking flight. They were like, I don't care about what you think, how you feel, or what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And rumor is he was hungover too.
Yeah. That's another one. Or there was a bad circumstances before, like arguing with his wife, drinking, like things like that. So this was the graduating like course for this class. So they were like not gonna not do this flight.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was like, fuck you, Taylor. Like, we're going on this fucking flight, But also at the same time, like I said, they have to defer to him if anything goes wrong up there, no matter what anyone's opinions might say, even if everyone has maybe some factual information to say something bad is happening, they still have to defer to Taylor, basically. So around 1:45, the scheduled takeoff, but it was delayed because of like what I just said. Taylor was trying to do kind of everything to not go on this flight until he eventually caved in. All the pre-flight checks went in. Everybody was good to go. They basically said the weather is really good that day. They said the visibility was actually kind of better than normal. I think it was like 67 degrees and you had about 10, 12 miles of visibility ahead of you, which is better than average for them.
Yeah, initially.
Yeah, initially. So at this point, they were like, we're good to go, dude. There's no reason to postpone this or anything like that. So like I said, they were going to do like a practice, like a triangle run, and it was going to be reaches Hens and Chicken Shoals, going east of Florida, and then conducts these low-level bombing practices on these ship targets, and then they're going to basically travel, like I said, in a triangle formation. So they're going to go going into, I don't know which direction that is, but towards the ocean and then back to the original post in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I spaced because I was reading something when you said what direction they're going.
Yeah. So the first sign of trouble from this, Taylor calls, or Robert Fox from one of the ships calls in, and he says, "I don't know where we are. We must have got lost after the last turn." They're basically their compasses started going real crazy at this point. So that's their first sign of trouble in navigation. And they kind of have like a rule of thumb, like if you're getting lost in that direction, you basically go west and you're going to hit the coastline at some point.
Again, use the sun.
Yeah, you're using the sun. You're going to use your standard things, like I said, your compass, your watch, the sun, all of that stuff. But Taylor was not agreeing with that. Like Taylor was really dead set on. He's like, no, this isn't right. I believe we should be heading in this direction. The problem with all that, the element with all this is the gas. Like eventually, if they were going off course and they couldn't find out where they were, they knew inevitably after this was supposed to be about 3 hours, this whole course to do this flight. So they knew they had about 3 to 4 hours worth.
Just like
Yeah.
Gilligan.
gas.
And like I feel like I'm sorry. What did you say?
I said just like Gilligan.
Oh yeah, but and you had mentioned it too, Deej. Like as far as the time, a lot of the flights, they didn't have like a gas gauge like we do like on our cars. Like there's no like leveler. They have amount of hours of fuel. They fly
Yeah.
with an hours plural worth of fuel, and they know it. That's part of the navigation. That's part of the timing. So that's part of like why they have that stopwatch with them. That's why they wore watches.
Yeah,
Because it's all part of it.
And something I actually only found out today, even though I had read about the story long, long ago, those planes were super heavy compared to a lot of their counterparts of the day. I think they were 10,000 pounds per plane.
Oh wow.
They were very heavy
They're
planes.
very heavy planes. Yeah, and actually, just with the hours time, just for like the listeners, if they want to see like an example of this, if you've ever watched Dunkirk, is mentioned in there. Tom Hardy's character when he's flying from England to France.
Yeah.
There he actually he'll have a communication with the fighter wing like, hey, I'm at time is blah blah blah. This many hours of fuel left, and he'll like make a mark down on his plane.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just something for the listeners if you want to like just take a visual look at how they would do not only the timing of the fuel but also how they navigate it.
Yeah. That is a good important point because, like I said, every time they call in, basically they're keeping track. They're like, okay, it's this time they've been traveling, and we think they're traveling in this direction. So this is where we think they might be, and they're basically gearing up. Like, do we got to rescue these guys or not? You know. So, like I said, the first call in was one of the students saying, "I'm lost. I don't know where I am." You know. Another call in comes in from Taylor saying, basically, both of my compasses are out. We're trying to find Fort Lauderdale. He says, I'm over land, but it's broken. I am sure I'm in the Keys, but I don't know how far down. Now, this is basically conflicting now because the students are saying one thing and Taylor is saying another. And like I said earlier, in this situation, no matter what, they all have to kind of defer to Taylor at this point because he has the most experience, you know. So at this is roughly 4 o'clock now. The Lieutenant Fox advises Taylor to put the sun on his left wing and fly north.
So, just doubling down on the Keys part, I forgot I had it written down here. So in reality, the thought is he's hundreds of miles away in the northern Bahamas.
Yeah,
that's why he's seeing broken up land.
Yeah, Taylor thinks he's over the Florida Keys and the Gulf of Mexico, but in reality, he's northeast over the Bahamas in the Atlantic. He's kind of just like way off, but he is convinced. He's like, this is where I'm at. I know what the fuck I'm doing. And they seem to not be able to convince him otherwise, you know.
I am starting to wonder, is this a story of like how the stereotype of men not asking directions started? I am a little
Shut up, you.
I am a little curious.
Yeah, just pull over.
One of the
ask
students.
That sea turtle. Yeah, pull over and ask that sea turtle for directions.
Because I want to hear the recordings back to base and everything, and I just shut up, Toots. I know where I am. Like,
of course, it's 45. It's got to be Toots.
it has to be.
Obviously.
It has to be.
Jeez.
So anyway, DJ. But yeah, Bahamas. That was the main thing.
So now at about 4:45, Lieutenant Fox advises Taylor to put the sun on his left wing, fly north up the coast. If Taylor was actually in the Keys, that would bring him home, but he was not. So base operations asked Taylor if he has an IFF transmitter so they can get some kind of better idea. They get no actual clear answer on that.
And unless that has changed since, or unless it means something different now than it did in the 40s, IFF should be identify friend or foe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Again, it might have meant something different back then, so I reserve the right to be wrong. But yeah, that's basically just your equipment speaking out, saying, you know, we're the good guys, don't shoot at us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're still used today.
Yeah, right. And like I said, unless it meant something
different
back then,
I'm not sure.
I don't know. But yeah, that's the first I'm hearing of it in this story. IFF.
Yeah. Okay, so another call comes in from Taylor at about 4:45. Says we're heading 030 degrees for 45 minutes. Then we'll fly north to make sure we are not over the Gulf of Mexico. Also during this period, someone in the formation is heard saying something to the likes of, "Damn it, if we could just fly west, we would get home. Head west, damn it." Several of the junior pilots were trying to convince Taylor that basically flying west was going to land him to Florida.
You're lost, dog.
As this goes on, the weather is actually getting worse at this point. So visibility is getting visibility. Jesus Christ. I barely got through that one.
It's okay, buddy. We're almost there.
I'm not willing to believe that you even got through it.
5:24. Taylor reports we'll fly 207 degrees west until landfall or running out of gas.
Rainfall?
Rainfall. Oh, rainfall.
Jeez. Somehow it's getting worse. Keep going.
Just, your typing isn't fucked. Your brain is. You think you're
I
sitting
am
here,
dyslexic.
You're
It's
sitting
like-
here in
it's
front of
proof.
us thinking you're doing good, and it's enraging me.
Okay, nobody said that. All right. I'm aware of who I am, man. All right. 5:24. Like I said, he reports going to fly 207 degrees west. The standard local rule at that, at any time was if you are lost, fly 270 west and you'll hit Florida. If you are out by sea, that was just kind of like standard, you know. About 5:50 p.m., multiple land-based stations tried to triangulate to find out where Flight 19 has been within about like 100-mile range. And they're thinking 29 due north and 79 degrees west, north of the Bahamas, which is well away from where he's saying they are.
Yeah, near an open ocean.
Yeah. He's pretty far away.
Yeah, that's the part that's terrifying to me.
Oh, completely terrifying.
Just like, oof.
Yeah, and we really even haven't talked about the Bermuda Triangle itself.
No.
And why, like, of all the stories of how people get lost there all the
Didn't we have
fucking
an episode
time.
about it?
I think we've talked with the episodes, like the things to do with it, but not directly about the Bermuda Triangle.
I mean, I got some stuff.
Yeah, I was going to mention something after we were done.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Actually,
real quick though, because I should have interrupted earlier, but I did want to talk about the compasses because a lot of people don't understand. When a compass fails, and whether it's 1, 2, whatever, they are subject to being demagnetized, and that's how your compass fails. A lot of people don't seem to know that, but you can demagnetize a compass. And it will read all sorts of weird things. And at which point, the only way to fix that, to my knowledge, is to take your compass, whether it's, a little guy we use or one of these in the planes and whatnot, and set it next to a magnet with the correct pole. So, basically if you're doing it at home, and this is literally why I have north-south magnets on my fridge, so I can remagnetize the compasses.
Oh, wow.
That I have is you want to get an actual north-south north-south magnet and set it down next to the compass to remagnetize it, so it'll find the North Pole again.
Wow.
And then also a little bit of trivia: there is a such thing as a North Hemisphere compass and a South Hemisphere compass. Know the compass you're buying.
Okay, yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, there's 3 types of compasses. Ones that work here in the Northern Hemisphere, ones that work in the Southern Hemisphere, and then there are global compasses, but you can buy the wrong compass. That's not what happened here, but just while I'm on my soapbox here about compasses.
Yeah, reason number 82. Like flat earthers could suck my fucking ass.
I bet Cinnamon was a flat earther. Carry on.
Okay, now we're at 6:04.
Actually, I'm changing my answer to the icebreaker earlier. I want a flat earther to be stuck with me so I can point out there's no fucking ice wall
Oh God,
for all of eternity. Continue.
that's what I want. The guy who wrote Dianetics. Look at the Scientology
L. Ron
guy.
Hubbard?
Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh,
I wanna
God.
talk to this guy for a while.
we just turned this into hell.
Yep.
Okay, so at 6:04, Taylor radios holding 270. We didn't fly far enough east. We may as well just turn around and fly east again. Which at this point, all the students got to be like, God damn it, go west.
West.
Somebody,
Go west, young man.
please, for the love of God, can we fucking fly west? He's basically
He's just sweating.
he's second guessing himself, but he is not gonna fucking admit he's wrong. This is 1945.
Yeah, it's a man not asking for directions in 1945.
Mhm.
This is it.
Okay, so around 6:20, and some sources say this is the last transmission that Taylor would have sent, is all planes close up tight. We'll have to ditch unless landfall. When the first plane drops below 10 gallons, we all go down together. After that, no further verified transmissions. And they definitely ran out of fuel over open seas.
If the aliens didn't get him.
Yeah,
Yes.
But
the aliens did not get them. But this
had
is
to.
actually not the end of this fucking story. As it's like there's a lot of myths we'll get into about that at the end. But they sent a rescue mission to go get Flight 19, which is
as one does.
yeah, of course,
in the West.
yeah. So
Fucking Soviets.
after
Anyway.
Or the Japanese.
Or the Japanese.
So after 6 o'clock, it's called a consolidated PBY Catalina departs to search for Flight 19 and, if possible, lead them home by radio or visual contact. That evening, 2 Martin PBM Mariners, flying boats, basically. They had their own training flights going on, and they were out there, and they were like, well, we might as well fucking use them to go do the search. So one of these 2 planes were carrying 14 people.
Mhm.
They also went missing.
Well then.
Yes.
So now we're at a total of 27 people
Do you have the fireball written down?
who have disappeared. Yes. So
okay.
at about what is that? 9:15. The tanker SS Gaines Mills reports seeing flames from an aerial explosion about 100 feet up, burning for roughly about 10 minutes off Florida's east coast. The ship actually went out towards that direction to search for the wreckage, survivors, things like that, and they found nothing.
Well, they did find a pool of oil.
Oil, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
oil.
There
Because
was that.
these were they carried a lot of gas.
They were called
said.
flying gas tanks
Yeah.
because they would spark, and
Yeah, they carried a
Yeah.
lot of
it's
gas.
a scientific term.
So that's got to be the worst fucking thing to be at the base, and you're like, we got to send a rescue mission. Send out those 2 mariners that we got out there, and like they go missing, and then you get that call.
I don't want to. So, like, my life goal is to not fly, drive, or even float on anything that has a nickname. That's the
If it's got an AKA, you're like,
yeah.
I don't want-
That's the first sign that you're gonna have a bad time. Is if it's got a nickname.
the AKA the Catalina wine mixer. You're like, no, thank you. I'll stay here. But yeah, that's got to be nerve wracking to be like the guy in charge, and you get the call like, "Sir, we've lost 2 more planes."
Like, wait, which ones? Well, we said to go get the other ones?
Wait, what do you mean 2 more?
Right.
So this was Truman's 9/11.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Another plane has hit the water.
There was a 5-day search going on after this to find the 27 missing men on these aircraft, which none of them were found. None of the aircraft were found.
Yep.
It's a big area,
which
though.
is why I brought up the weight of the plane.
Yeah.
And I found it so weird that I only learned about that today after years of knowing the story. But now I'm not too surprised that we never found a piece of the fuselage or anything.
Yeah. They searched more than 250 to 300,000 square miles, combed by air and vessels.
Yeah, and that's actually kind of impressive because depending who you talk to, I guess the Bermuda Triangle itself is 500,000 or 1 million square miles.
I forgot. The Bermuda Triangle is like Florida to Puerto Rico.
Miami, Bermuda, Puerto Rico.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah.
And but it's without having like a hard boundary, I guess. I guess that's what leaves it up to interpretation.
Well,
Yeah.
because it's not static either. So and I was going to bring this up at the end too about the Bermuda Triangle itself actually technically moving.
Oh, okay.
So I'll cover that.
Yeah.
So after they concluded, after a 5-day search, the only thing they really found was a little bit this oil slick from the plane. They released a 500-page report saying that Lieutenant Taylor had likely misidentified islands in the Bahamas as Florida Keys. Believed he was over the Gulf of Mexico and repeatedly turned his flight into the wrong direction. Which is hilarious because maybe that means a bunch of times they convinced him to go east, and he was like, nah. We're going back east, that's like even fucking funnier. It's like there was multiple times they said he had what's the opposite of corrected? Not corrected their flights. He uncorrected their flights.
I would say worsened.
Taylor's compasses were reported as malfunctioning, which complicated the navigations. That was also in the report. Taylor did not switch from the training radio frequency to the designated search and rescue frequency, which was also really weird. And yeah, like I said, there was never anything found of these guys. And basically, because it was in the Bermuda Triangle, it just spread all of this lore about what exactly happened, especially in 1945.
Well, and that was after the fact because I do have some of the stuff on the media of the Bermuda Triangle because this is stuff I never really delved into. And since you were taking care of the meat of that, I went into some of this very, very briefly, but because of it got me curious because of our yellow journalism episode.
Yeah.
And I really wondered, I wonder if we talked about the Bermuda Triangle because of one of them. We didn't, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's right. We did not.
Yeah, that
would have been good.
Yeah, it's not linked. The timing is off, but the spirit of it also isn't there. But yeah, I kind of thought maybe it would have something to do with that kind of stuff. But I guess the most trustworthy name I've ever heard, Edward Van Winkle Jones. That is the appropriate response. The AP reporter who first connected the dots, literally, he noticed a high volume of missing, and we'll put high volume in quotation marks, a high volume of missing vessels in the region, including the famous Flight 19 Navy bombers, and wrote the first article detailing the strange coincidences. Though he didn't give the area a specific name. That would come later by the guy named George X. Sand. And I tried to find out what the X stood for. I couldn't find it.
Interesting.
The writer who actually drew the map in an article for Fate magazine, he was the very first to establish the specific geographic boundaries of the phenomenon, which again is Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, and explicitly suggested that something supernatural was going on. And then these other two, I wrote them down, but I'm not super sure about the validity of all of their contribution. You have a guy named Vincent Gaddis in 1964, the man who coined the phrase, borrowing Sand's geographic blueprint. He wrote a cover story for the pulp magazine Argosy. I'm not sure. It's spelled Argosy. Titled The Deadly Bermuda Triangle, officially giving the mystery its permanent catchy title. And which, good on him, because I don't think the Miami Triangle or the Puerto Rico Triangle would have the same sticking power.
Yeah,
the
same zing to it.
Yeah. And then you have Charles Berlitz in 1974, the man who made it a global obsession, arguably. He authored the bestseller, The Bermuda Triangle, selling over 20 million copies by introducing wild theories like UFOs, underwater alien bases, and energy crystals from Atlantis. So what was most interesting to me in reading this, especially the Charles Berlitz part, is the year. So that's 1974. So that is just 12 years before I was born.
Mhm.
So it's like the Bermuda Triangle phenomenon is kind of barely older than we are.
Yeah.
Like the disappearances are old,
Right.
and everything, but the selling of the idea is actually a lot more recent. At least the supernatural component of it is a lot more recent than I actually thought.
Yeah.
Because the first time I read about Flight 19, I thought that they just thought it was aliens or wormholes or whatever, just right off the
Yeah.
and right off the rip. Especially because that's when UFOs started being a thing and what have you. After post atomic testing.
Mm-hmm.
And whatnot. But yeah, that was a little bit of media scraping I did for where it all came from, because that was something I really just never thought about.
Yeah, that's fair. Because where did it had to have been the media. I just never thought about it really either until
Yeah.
you brought it up. But
there's been like a bunch of searches for Flight 19 over
I'm
the
actually
years.
going to cover that. Well, I'm going to bring that up a little bit. But yeah,
Okay.
Oh, I
yeah,
remember those on the Discovery Channel
but
growing up.
They found all kinds of stuff, but nothing from Flight 19.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like crazy because they found a lot for sure.
Yeah. Well, and like the numbers don't actually reflect the mystery
Yeah.
and what have you when you compare it to global shipping and transportation.
So actually about that. So most scientists and actually even insurancers have said that there's not a lot more accidents happen here than anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
It's actually about average.
Yeah, it's kind
for everywhere else.
of lightning in a bottle as far as storytelling goes.
Exactly. But it's
Yeah.
still an interesting story at least. But what I had briefly talked about earlier, like the Bermuda Triangle obviously physically cannot move because of it being a connector between those several countries. However, though, there is the anomaly that was in that area that is moving. So the is actually the scientific term is the South Atlantic anomaly, aka the Bermuda Triangle, because of the Earth's magnetic field in that area is actually weak. It's weaker than everywhere else.
So that's interesting.
Right. So when you mentioned magnets earlier, talk about compasses and how the magnetic field can affect them.
Sure.
There might be a connection between the two.
So let me tell you a little something then. Also, and well, the listeners, you probably know this already, and DJ too, hopefully, is we have a geographic North Pole and you have a magnetic North Pole, right? So that's what your compass goes after, and that son of a bitch moves.
Yeah, exactly.
The magnetic one. It's actually right now. It's actually over Russia instead of Canada. How it's been moving like 30 feet a year lately, and people think that something's going to happen here soon, but
It's really crazy when every now and then when I'm welding, if I'm doing in a vertical position specifically, when you get to the top of the weld, the magnetic pull of wherever you're at actually starts pulling the arc away from the steel, and you could see it. It's like a little lightning bolt, and it's pulling it. So like that arc, instead of it melting the steel, it's getting yanked away from fucking magnetism wherever it happened to be.
How do they work?
Magnets, bitch. But no, so that's interesting because I didn't know that there was actually something for sure magnetic going on there.
So getting more into it then. So the data from NASA's Ionospheric Connection Explorer satellite has shown that this dent in the magnetic field is moving westward and changing its shape. So the magnetic field that was associated with the Bermuda Triangle, because there was something there, the magnetic field was weird there, but it has been moving over the years. So the SAA, so the South Atlantic Anomaly, cause radiation levels to be higher at lower altitudes, which can affect satellites, electronics, and aircraft instruments like magnometers and gyroscopes. So that's why there was something associated with the Bermuda Triangle. But like I said, I knew it was moving though, and that I must have watched a documentary about this a while ago when they were talking about it. But yeah, just like the North Pole moves, this moves too. So
okay, all the specials we've watched over the years and everything and shit like that just gets left out.
Yeah,
because it's better for the story,
honestly,
and what have you. Because I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many like I said, Discovery Channel episodes I watched
Mhm.
where, you know, they're going and scuba diving the Bermuda Triangle
Mhm.
and whatnot and finding old planes and ships and, you know, what have you.
That's the only thing I was going to talk about. Actually, it wasn't. It actually wasn't them. It was National Geographic did one
Okay.
earlier this year, and I actually watched it because there's a series on Nat Geo, and if you have like,
I think that's on YouTube because I saw something of theirs pop up in my suggestions.
they do. It is because that's how Jess watched it. And I'm like,
Okay.
what the fuck you watch? She's like, I watched this, but no kidding, you watched that too. Anyways,
yeah.
so it was National Geographic is they have a part that's on. So if you have Disney Plus, you can access this. It's called Drain the Oceans, and it's part of that series. There's like I think
Oh, okay.
5 or 6 seasons of it.
I've watched a few of those. Those are so cool.
Those are really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, listeners, if you've never watched it, or even DJ, if you've never watched it, definitely something to check out.
Yeah.
If you're in the mood for a documentary about something, because they go around the world, like it's a global
That's
thing,
tight.
and they
Okay.
drain the ocean, quote unquote, to show you what's actually at the bottom, and they
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they do like a 3D model of what's down there,
Yeah.
and go into the history
Oh,
of whatever it
that's
is.
dope.
Basically
super
basically like a topographic map,
Mhm.
but in a 3D representation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So they had one episode like again beginning of this year called "Lost in the Bermuda Triangle," where they actually did dive the Bermuda Triangle and went over all the stuff they found there. I think it's like an hour and a half episode, but of course they did not find these planes either. But I just wanted to mention that they did at least go over it, and it's just something cool to watch.
Hmm. There was something that's something I should have kept and saved, but it was something about the currents that's in the Bermuda Triangle.
Mhm.
That even where they think they would have landed in the ocean, the way the current was moving, it would have moved them like
Mm-hmm.
I want to say like it was like 4 miles every hour or something like that.
Sure.
Like it would have actually traveled them. So it's kind of really they could have been so fucking far away by the time
Yeah. Well-
they actually started searching for them.
And just to put the and not that I'm any kind of oceanographer, but and just to put the proper like pepper on what you're saying,
Hmm.
not saying that you're not doing a good job, but the currents that DJ is talking about, that's basically the underwater equivalent of the jet stream.
Right. It's called
And-
the Gulf Stream.
Yeah, and people I don't think
Well, one of the names.
people understand that that kind of stuff goes on under the ocean. Like you know, when they think of these things, they think of the Titanic. It's
Yeah.
just where it's going to be
Hmm.
for, you know, 100 years. Yeah, well, over now, but and I mean because and I don't know, but probably because it's so low that it's not affected by these, you know, currents and whatnot. And I think that's the picture people get in their mind of once something sinks, it just stays.
I think that actually is correct.
Yeah.
It's below all of these currents, so it just
Mhm.
doesn't move.
Yeah, and then it would be my guess.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I keep thinking about Flight 19 now. This is like if I was
a pilot.
Lieutenant Taylor and you guys were like the trainees. And I was like, no, we're for sure going the wrong way. We got to go east. And Ben's just yelling at me on the intercom. And I just switched the channel. I'm like, that's enough of that.
DJ, I would have left that formation so fast you wouldn't even have known I was part of it.
Oh man, and I was looking it up just to be sure, but yeah, there's a few different names for that underground current because essentially, like, and I don't know enough about it to speak about it
Yep, same.
confidently, but I know it has to do with magnetism, Earth rotation, and a bunch of other shit about like how the water under the water moves. Because there's the Gulf Stream, there's the Kuroshio current. There's a Western Boundary current. There's a bunch of different underwater currents that actually help. Like fish use them all the time.
Oh,
'Cause,
absolutely.
like
It's-
Finding Nemo hilariously did this.
that's actually that's
Actually,
a
they
good,
use-
that's a
they
good
use
point.
it.
I didn't even think about it, and
Wow.
it's
Mhm.
they are it is such a powerful force of nature, such an important force of nature. These underwater streams or currents. That like the reason Europe has the climate it does is partly due to that current. Like the reason like
wow.
the Mediterranean has the famous weather that it does and everything is because of that current that's pushing
Yeah.
in that direction from the Atlantic.
Mhm.
It's very, very, very important. But for it to be that important, it has to be that forceful, that powerful, that, you
Yeah.
know, it's not going to have an issue moving 5,000-10,000 pound airplanes,
Right.
you know, and whatnot that are also presumably not in one piece,
Yeah.
you know, any
Right.
longer, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of really crazy theories about Flight 19, which
Dude-
I
dude,
love.
the
Those
ocean
are my
is-
favorite.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
ocean is nuts.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The ocean is-
Yeah, Rule of thumb: don't fly over the ocean.
Oh, I have.
You know,
I was terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be so like if I just look out the window and there's nothing but water.
Yeah. At least if you take a cruise ship, you got a second chance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's lifeboats at least, tons of them because again, Titanic.
Yeah.
But yeah, with flying, I took Frontier over the ocean once. I'm like, never again. I'm at least doing a bigger name brand.
I
next
would
time.
say that's almost.
Oh, dude, it was through a travel agent. I didn't do it myself.
Yeah, that I would say that's almost bottom of the barrel.
God. What did we ask earlier? Would you rather fly over the Bermuda or fly Spirit?
That was my question, and the answer is the triangle. We're going for it.
I will fly over the triangle.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Oh man, but yeah, I don't have anything else to add to this one really.
No, that one's pretty short
Yeah,
and sweet.
well,
Yeah,
we hit an hour.
they didn't find anybody. The reports they basically blamed Taylor. Everybody was kind of unanimous on that.
Sounds about right.
Especially, I think the main thing was Taylor not switching to the search and rescue channel.
Yeah.
Him staying on the channel that he was using with all the trainees. That was probably the biggest thing. But yeah, that was it.
You better get over there, Ben.
Yeah, the only other thing I wrote down, pretty much because of the number, was the USS Cyclops, and it happened much earlier, 1918,
Okay.
March of 1918.
Yeah.
Massive, state of the art for the time. Navy coal ship vanished completely without a trace. This was a routine voyage. It wasn't even training. It was a voyage. 306 people on board.
Ooh, shit.
And yeah, it was equipped with a powerful radio system. This would also be the days before radar that was invented during World War II. Never once broadcasted an SOS or distress signal. And the popular claim is triangle theorists. That's what they, I guess, get called.
Triangulist.
Claimed it was suddenly ripped from the ocean surface by a massive rogue wave, swallowed by a sudden localized gravitational anomaly, or taken by sea monsters.
Hell yeah. That's fucking Bigfoot.
Bigfoot driving a boat.
Yeah, just fucking Harry and the Henderson style Bigfoot on a sea-doo.
That's the world I want to live in, where shit like that is real.
I've said it before. I want Bigfoot to be real. I can't sign on to him being real. Like, like not like I have a dog in the fight, but I want him to be real. I want to live in a world where Bigfoot's real, but not this bullshit interdimensional stuff. I just want a big angry ape in the Pacific Northwest somewhere.
Yeah. And on that note, we're going to wrap this podcast up. If you made it this far in the episode, as I always say, please give us a like, a follow on all of our social medias. We have a website. Check that out. We got merch. Check that out. And stay tuned for more episodes. If you follow us on social media, at least be alerted to when we make something new, hopefully. And of course, we appreciate you all giving us a listen, and y'all be cool.
Thanks, guys.